Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Super Live, and we're back with another live stream of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. How's everybody doing? Well, that might be a silly question to ask right now. You guys are probably looking at that price for the Nintendo Switch 2, and you're probably all wondering, holy cow, why does it cost so much? So I guess it's safe to say that most of you are probably not looking forward to paying $400, $500 for a Nintendo Switch 2 in a game, but yeah, we'll be talking about it. But first, let's go ahead and do our shout-outs. Let's say hello to Junior the Disney Fan, Autobots for Life, Brendan P., Sand Slash, Bridget McBride, Gamer the King 810, Gold Glee Gamer 1, One Rat 93, and all of United Kingdom. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Great to have you all joining us here tonight. And yeah, we're going to be getting started with some online racing. Now, guys, the room ID is 8RYWL. Just enter in that room ID, and you should be able to join. No friend code required, no password required. All you need is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Nintendo Switch Online. Gerard the Great has been a member of Team Super Live for 4 months now. Well, thank you, Gerard. We appreciate that, and welcome back to the Super Live gaming community. Korok Buddy is also here. Welcome, Korok Buddy. Good to see you. We have Seahorse. Seahorse is joining us. The T-Train is also joining us. Welcome. Junior the Disney Fan says, I want to get the Nintendo Switch 2 on Christmas. Well, hey, I mean, guess you better start saving up. Brendan P says, shoot, I clicked no on the poll by accident. Really? But is that by accident? I mean, you know, $450 or $500 for Nintendo Switch 2 does sound like a lot of money. But again, we're going to talk about it, guys, during this live stream. So, anywho, how about that Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, friends? Plenty of good announcements during that live event. Obviously, they started off with Mario Kart World, the biggest announcement, I think, during that live event. Another big announcement, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Another new game that will be released for the Nintendo Switch 2 later in the year. I think it's supposed to be releasing in July. So yeah, the month after the Switch 2 launches. Gamer the King 810 says, I imagine having to pay a membership for that. Oh, for Game Chat? Yes, Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine the same as well. They said they're actually going to be doing a trial period until March of next year. So, I mean, at least we'll be able to try it out. That's if anybody's interested. Arion from Wii Sports, welcome to live stream. How's it going, buddy? Thank you for joining us tonight. Friends, we've got 6 people in this lobby right now. Still plenty of room for people to join, so feel free to join in. Again, the lobby code or the room ID is 8RYWL. All you need is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Nintendo Switch Online, and you should be able to join. Air Eon says, I am going to be on spring break next week. Nice. Are you going anywhere for spring break? Guys, thank you for 12 likes on the stream. If you're joining us now, don't forget to smash that like button. Remember, the likes and comments you leave here help our channel grow. We also have a poll at the top of the live chat. Do you think the price for the Nintendo Switch 2 is too high? Cast your votes now and let us know, friends. How much is the Nintendo Switch 2? Well, right now, if you wanted to get just the base system, just the actual console, I think it's $450. And then with the game, it's $500. So yeah. But they're saying that the price might go higher. Yeah, they actually delayed the pre-order window. It was supposed to be Wednesday of next week, or April 9th. That's when they were going to start taking pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2. However, that has been delayed now. Hey, CampDog19, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you. Junior the Disney fan says, on April 1st, you did not stream DK. I did not, no. No, I did not. I was taking the night off. Brandon P says, here in Canada, it will be 630 Canadian dollars, and the bundle is 700 Canadian dollars before taxes. CamDog19 says, doing good, and you? Oh, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. That much for a game? Jeez, I know. Yes, it'll be $80 for a physical copy. Or I'm sorry, $80 for the digital version of the game and $90 for the, for the physical copy. So yeah, not cheap, not cheap. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the online racing. 200cc, no items or coins, and yeah. Oh, whoops. There we go. That's background music still going. Actually, we'll put computer players in there now. All right, here we go, guys. The inflation really hit hard, huh? Yeah, it doesn't. Doesn't that suck? Yeah, it sucks, man. Yep, gotta thank our corporate overlords for putting us in this situation. What can I say? But I digress. Wow, what do I want to race today? Oh, you're gonna go see your cousin? Nice. You gonna go head over to your cousin's on spring break? Gonna buy a Pokemon card tomorrow? Okay. Golf and tennis is a rich person hobby. Add video games to that list now. I know, man. Yeah, it's a luxury now, isn't it? It's a luxury to play video games now. Golden Gamer 1 says, I don't think I'm going to get the camera, nor do I have any need for game chat. Really? Why do you say that? Also, Dynasty Tarek Terry has been a member of Team Super Live for 71 months now. Man! That's a long time. Thank you, Tarek Terry. We appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for your continuing support and interest in Super Live Gaming. And by the way, friends, if you are interested, if you want to become a member of Team Super Live, you can actually join the channel for as little as $1 a month. $1 a month will get you access to custom emojis that you can use in a live chat, as well as a loyalty badge next to your name that changes over time, and a green highlighted name so you stand out from everybody else in the live chat. So if you guys are interested, hit that join button today. It's only $1 a month. Autobot says, well, I'm out. What are you talking about? Getting a Switch 2? In the new game, we have to race to the next track, which is interesting. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I can't wait to try it out, man. Hey, Eslo21, welcome. Friends, please give a warm welcome to Eslo21, another YouTube content creator and streamer here on the YouTube platform. Be sure to check him out and show him some support. And Eslo, I'm sure you probably want to join me in voice chat so we can talk about this interesting price point that we have for the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as, you know, the games and the accessories that will be selling for, for that console. And it's going to be interesting, I'm sure. Golden Gamer 1 says, my reason for not getting the camera, where will I plug it in and will I ever use it? My main reason for not needing game chat. That's why we have Discord. That is true. Yeah, I guess that might be something. I don't know. I equate it to the Kinect. You guys remember the Microsoft Kinect that they had with the Xbox One? or actually, no, they made it... It was originally released for the Xbox 360, and then they carried it over to the Xbox One. They made it like a mandatory thing. You had to have the Microsoft Kinect with the Xbox One. At least here, you have a choice whether or not to use the camera. But I mean, yes, most of us use Discord. It is free to use Discord. I use Discord for voice chat regularly, and I don't know. I mean, it just seems that the camera is sort of a gimmick. I mean, they're introducing it into some of the game's features, like, for example, Super Mario Party with Jamboree TV. You'll actually be able to use the camera to put an avatar or your character on the game screen. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting how that works out. Autobot says, I'm going to buy a Switch 2 in 2027. Oh, okay. Hopefully the price point will be lower then. Yeah. Hopefully. But we'll see. Yeah, my plan is to actually pick up Switch 2 on day one. Really don't want to miss out on trying out Mario Kart World. So, yeah, it'll be great. Things that I like about the Switch 2. 4K resolution when docked, 1080p screen when in handheld mode. It can go up to 120 frames per second as far as visuals go. And the games do look great, I gotta say. Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. They'll have Nintendo Switch 2 versions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And there will be a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Metroid Prime 4. And there's going to be other games as well. Kirby's Forgotten Land. So yeah, a whole bunch of games will be getting Nintendo Switch 2 versions. And if what I have seen is correct, we are going to get it at a discount if we already have those games at, for the Nintendo Switch. So if you have, like, Kirby's Forgotten Land for the, for the Switch, if you carry that over to the Switch 2, you just have to pay, the price for the DLC to update it to the Nintendo Switch 2 version. Sadie Gear Mom is here as well. Welcome, Sadie Gear Mom. Great to have you. And, Eslo is in the voice chat. Well, we're going to join him here now, and we're going to have him introduce himself. Hello, Eslo. Welcome. Welcome to the voice chat. How you doing, buddy?
Yo.
All right, I think introductions are in order, my friend. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody who's watching at home?
I'll just say I'm Eslo21, who's been dealing with all the Nintendo stuff for the past week over on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get on to the whole knowing that Nintendo is actually going to let you have the game packs if you're an expansion pack member.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
You planning on trading in a bunch of games and accessories to bring down the price point?
I don't necessarily need to.
No, okay. I might do that, actually.
Because again,
I might
remember,
actually do that.
The whole thing for me is I've actually been saving.
Yeah. We just realized James might leave us Switch 1 users like next year. LO might pull a Splatoon 3 world premiere where the players say, "Welcome home, cheater." Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't announce a Nintendo Switch 2 version of Splatoon 3, but they probably realized, yeah, we just did the great finale, or the final, or finale, great finale, grand finale fest, or whatever. Yep. Yeah, so they were like, yeah, let's work on the next Splatoon IP. It's probably gonna suck. No, don't say it, James. No, the next Splatoon game, Splatoon 4, will be awesome. It'll be incredible. It'll be the greatest thing ever. And no. I'll believe it when I see it.
I was going to say, we don't know what the next Rainbow Road's going to be yet.
Yeah, apparently they leaked images of the or, well, I don't even know if they can call it a leak, but yeah, apparently there's images or screenshots out there showing the new Rainbow Road. Isaiah Martin, welcome. We also have Kyle joining us in the live chat. Welcome. Welcome.
Yo, what's up, Kyle? What's up, Isaiah?
The T-Train says, can we do 150cc after? Nah, we're going to stick with 200cc. I'm getting all my 200cc in before I go to Mario Kart World in June because we already know that Mario Kart World's not going to have 200cc in it.
But yeah, just, with that 4K and everything, too, you don't necessarily have to have the TV as long as your capture card can support it.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna broadcast at 1080p. Wait, but James, why broadcast in 1080p when you could broadcast in 4K? No, not gonna do it because most people
still don't have 4K TVs.
They don't have 4K TVs. Like, so why bother? It's not. I mean, it's getting affordable. But not only that, there are certain features that are not supported in 4K resolution, like ultra low latency, for example, is not available in 4K.
Yeah, it's not even available in 1440p either.
Yeah. Gaming with J-Dog says, "Hey James, how are you doing tonight? Hope your night is going great." Yeah, it's going great. Pablo GT, welcome, buddy. Good to see you, friend. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining us. What got your attention the most about Mario Kart World? The fact that it is you can go anywhere. You can do free roam in Mario Kart. You can go anywhere and everywhere.
That's technically what they call it anyway, is free roam.
Yeah. I know that you guys, those of you that have seen my comments in the Discord server already know this, but here's what I anticipate is most likely going to happen. So Nintendo is following the same model as, say Minecraft, Fortnite, Call of Duty, games as a service. And DLC, they're going to add DLC. They're going to add DLC. They're going to add new tracks or whatever as time goes on. And they'll probably have special events embedded within the game. And, it'll be treated like a games for service. And if you want, like, additional characters or costumes or outfits, then, yeah, they're probably going to include microtransactions in there. And people are going to cry foul, and they're going to be mad about it, and they're going to be like, Nintendo, that's horrible. But, guys, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has microtransactions. It has, like, DLC characters where you got to pay for... for fighter packs or meat costumes, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we kind of know, it's kind of expected. I don't know. Maybe the Mario Kart World Direct will prove me wrong, but I anticipate they're probably going to do microtransactions.
Yeah, and you know what's actually funny about that, James?
Oh, what's up, man?
That it's not the 10th, but it's the 17th, also known as not next Thursday, but the next Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, what's on April 17th? Oh, doesn't that follow Tax Day? I think it follows Tax Day. Frickin' taxes, man.
I think it does.
GeoKig73 joining us in the live chat. He says, I predicted there would be an eliminator mode in the game. Yes, knockout mode. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So, Fallout, guys, has, you have to, finish the courses within so many numbers, right? Similar to that. So you have to place like 8th place or higher.
16,
yeah.
Yep, it goes from 16 to 12 to 8 4.
Yep. So it's an elimination mode or knockout mode. GeoKing73 says, also, I watched the Minecraft movie. Oh, how bad was it there, GeoKing? It's a proven formula that works. Yeah. Limited prediction from Burnout Revenge. Don't be last every 30 seconds. Yeah. The blue shell is going to be someone's nightmare in that mode. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know what's actually surprising to me, though, James?
What's that?
They brought the feather back in actual mode, in the actual Grand Prix mode.
Oh, yeah? No, that's good. All right, guys. We still got some openings here in this lobby, so there's the room code 8RYWL. So feel free to join in, friends.
Yeah, because I was going to say, remember, it's usually only in the battle mode.
Yeah.
You know, the mode that we hardly ever use.
Yep. Hey, Pepsi Power Studios. Welcome, friend. How's it going? Yeah, GameCube games on NSO. I anticipated for months that it was going to happen, and Nintendo confirmed it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, actually, I actually know how to feel about that a little bit. For those who actually have a 4K TV, those games are actually going to be upscaled a little bit. Nintendo has already confirmed it.
Yeah, but it's not like a true upscale, though, because it's still going to be in GameCube-like format. You know? It's not going to be widescreen. Like, you saw how compact the screens were on that. Like Wind Waker, for example, right? We have an HD version of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for the Wii U. And I don't know. I just feel like it's backwards. A lot of people felt like they should have re-released Twilight Princess and Wind Waker for the Switch. I don't know.
That's what I
just and then F-Zero GX. You know, it's like they couldn't do an HD remaster of that game. No, they got to put it on. We're never going to get a true F-Zero game, are we?
And no,
like a sequel.
I'm telling y'all right now, F-Zero 99 is not it, guys.
Yeah. Although F-Zero 99 is, I mean, I don't know if people are still playing it, if it's still popular, but you know, it was an interesting idea. It still is an interesting idea, but I don't religiously play it. Shoot, I don't even have it downloaded on my Switch anymore.
I mean, yeah, it was an interesting idea, but the thing is, it wasn't a true game.
Yeah. Game of the King 810 says, I miss Pac-Man 99. Yeah. I wonder why they did away with that, you know? It seemed like a really cool game. Pac-Man 99? I'm just saying. Pablo GG says someone knows if it will be 200cc. Oh, does anybody know if 200cc will be in the new Mario Kart World? I'm not sure. Do you know anything, Eslo?
I mean, from my speculation, again, this is just speculation, guys, but I'm pretty sure that that will have to be unlocked.
Yeah. Dude, you and I are going to be busy, man. Like after June 5th with this game, Mario Kart World, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a lot to do in that game.
Yep.
Hey, Mario's Health Bar Videos is here. Welcome, buddy. He says, can you see my messages? No, the only message that I could see is you saying, James, can you get my messages? Yeah. Hey, Sleepy Bear, welcome.
What's up, Sleepy Bear?
Yeah, GeoKing73 says, from what I saw, the footage, you can change settings like you did here. Nice. Yeah, they got custom items and stuff like that. Oh, they're also bringing back, well, according to Brennan P., he actually did a little research, and he says they have at least 27 items in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Sadie, welcome.
I think a Sadie introduction's in order. What do you think, James?
I think so, too.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Sadie Gamer Mom. I am somewhat a live streamer, YouTube Shorts, YouTuber with a slight bit of a sore throat from the J-Hope BTS person.
Oh, yikes.
Yikes, indeed.
I went to my first concert, James.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. It was a anniversary, early birthday gift.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I was in section A, row 12. Right next to the stage.
Oh, cool.
So I posted some videos of my shenanigans. It was good.
Shenanigans. Nice.
Yeah. It was fun. I swear, the army community, they gave me a bunch of like freebies and stuff.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was really nice. Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to recruit you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Days like James.
Like one gave me like a keychain that had J-Hope's name on it and the little BTS light thing on it, and somebody else gave me a little acorn
Oh, wow.
thing.
Nice.
For some reason it's yeah. And then I got a whole bunch of souvenirs too.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Oh,
pretty
another
cool.
thing I can confirm about the new Mario Kart, James, is they are bringing some returning tracks back too.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. They're bringing back Toad's Factory, it sounds like. I didn't see Toad's Factory, but I heard the soundtrack, so you know that they're bringing back Toad's Factory, and that was a track that a lot of people wanted to see return in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass.
Oh, why? Why can't we just have all new courses? I mean, somebody's paying almost $80-$90 plus the cost of your. I think we should let go of the old tracks and let's
Yeah.
start bringing some new ones.
All
Yep.
100% original, and
All 100%
yeah.
original. Yes.
It looks so good, though. The way
does. That's why
the
I
way
don't-
the
I
world
don't
is
want to-
designed. Yeah, and they're gonna have a bunch of original tracks, for the game specifically. But it's always
Yeah.
nice to see, some of the old ones make a return and see how it connects with the rest of Mario Kart World.
I don't know, maybe they should like bring those for like a special event.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean make it like Splatoon, Sadie?
Yeah, a special event. Oh, it's kind of cool. Like if one person owns the game, and you have 3 other friends who already own a Nintendo Switch,
Yeah.
so long as you're in the same room, you can all play the game.
Yeah, the game share feature. That's amazing.
I know. I like that.
Well, technically, it's not just. They actually confirmed more details too, and it's not just locally. You can also do it online too.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's
But
amazing.
you know, Nintendo's online thing.
Yeah,
I
it
can't
does
trust
suck.
it yet.
It does. I do
believe it
have
when I
some
see it.
concerns. Did you guys notice how laggy the images were in the game chat videos?
Mhm.
They were very. They were very laggy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
But
lot of
again, I
screen
even
jitter.
said this. Yep, I even said this when I was doing my reactions and stuff too. I was like, "Yeah, guys, we've got Discord for this. We don't need it."
Yeah, yeah,
But some parents won't let their kids onto Discord, so
yeah. That
There's
makes
that.
sense. Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why they decided to include everything all in one package. But truth be told, that was a highly demanded feature. A lot of people wanted voice chat through the Switch.
because
That's the truth.
they had no
That-
access to Discourse. That's why.
Yeah. But they had to use a smartphone using the Nintendo app, the Nintendo Switch app, and nobody wanted to do that either. But see now that they're including game chat with the Switch too, people are like, why do I have to do all I mean, now I got to pay for all this. It's just now I got to buy a camera, and it's got to be specific to Nintendo. And
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That camera looks
you
like
can't make
it's
everybody
a
happy.
printer.
You can't make everybody happy.
I just have to say, the camera looks like a peeping Tom looking at you.
Yeah, that is true. Hey, Jackajin, welcome, and thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. We also got Nettie Little J. Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? And thank you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like all I kept hearing through the whole direct was cha-ching, cha-ching. All the money coming out of people's pockets, and going right into their cash registers.
Yeah, well, I really think people are still going to buy Switch 2 regardless of what the price point is, whether it's $500 or, I mean, $500 for the base system. Yeah, $500 for the base system. $80 for a digital copy of a game, or $90 for a physical copy of the game. And the physical games, I mean, I've already said it. You guys have heard me say it. Like, my next Nintendo console, which will also be my last, I'm not buying physical cartridges anymore. I'm going to be getting them all through the eShop. They're going to be digitally downloaded games, and I don't have to worry about occupying shelf space anymore. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. 256 gigabytes of storage too, so there'll be plenty of room for all sorts of games. I'm glad that they increased the storage space.
8 times the amount compared to the original Switch too. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but does that also
even showed that graph? Go ahead.
You can add a mini SD card on top of that too.
Oh yeah, it's a micro SD Express card. It's a new version of micro SD cards. Yeah.
They're actually a lot faster than your standard ones that we use right now on the Switch.
Yeah. Corrupted Redemption says 256 isn't that much space, though. Yeah, you're
For
right.
something small and portable,
you're right.
And most people cannot afford a computer.
Yeah, they'll probably come out with a version that has more storage. Like, don't be surprised if they, like, later on in the life of the Switch 2, they come out with, like, a 1 terabyte, like, or a 500 gigabyte, or, you know what I'm saying? Because they did that with the PlayStation, they did that with the Xbox, they came out with versions that had more storage space, on board. And then some people are like, oh, shoot, I don't have to do that. I'll just put in a new hard drive in my PlayStation, and, yeah, I don't have to buy a new freaking PlayStation console. I'll just buy a new hard drive and replace that.
So do you think they're going to make a Switch 2 Lite version?
Not right away.
Yeah, I think it'll be a couple of... I think it'll be a couple of years before they do that. Because remember, it was 2 years after the launch of the current Switch that they came out with the Switch Lite.
Yeah, so I'd say about another 2 or 3 years on that before they do that again.
Yeah. Limestone in the live chat says, I think Mario Kart is 17 gigabytes, by the way, so the space is a little small if you like having a lot of games. Jackajin says they have plans for the 2 terabyte card. Limestone says, I need 2 terabytes totally, but like 2 years later. So 2027 is Switch 2 Lite. Yeah, probably Limestone. Yeah, I don't think they're going to release it like within the first year of the system. They've got to figure out how they're going to
I bet
engineer it and design it.
The Lite won't have game chat on it.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I don't know. That might be a point of contention. I mean, one of the selling points to having a Switch 2 is having game chat now. So.
Yeah, but if you have the Lite, it's like discreet, small. I don't.
Yeah, or maybe they won't even do a Switch Lite or a Switch 2 Lite because features like, for example, Jamboree TV. You got to have a camera to take advantage of the
How many people are going to do that?
Who are actually going to buy the game chat camera?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, the game chat camera is only like $50, so
yeah,
gotta.
And I mean, I don't know. I think it's geared towards the younger people, but I don't think parents are gonna like the idea. That's like one of your parents walks into the living room right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I see that. Yeah,
that would be funny.
Oops, I'm gonna move, but I don't know. Instead of that webcam, they should have put that whatever thought they had into something else.
Yeah. Well, people are already asking, why can't we use our own camera? Why do we have to buy the Nintendo camera for game chat? So, I don't know. Maybe there's a feature inside the Nintendo game chat camera that allows it to integrate it with the games. I don't know.
Until somebody gets their hands on one and takes it apart, and we don't know nothing.
Yeah, it's like, it's probably a lower resolution camera anyway, like 720p or 480.
Come with like those AOL.
Oh yeah.
Cameras thing. Oh my god. I think that's how bad it's gonna be, and it's just a waste of $50. For $50, you could buy a really good webcam.
Yeah, Limestone says parents will probably prefer the camera over Discord, though. It kind of becomes a part of Mario Party Jamboree. It does. And they're going to be using that feature for other games. By the way, what the heck is up with the tech demo actually costing money? Like
I know that is
silly.
God,
yeah, that should be part of the that should be part of the game or the Switch 2 at launch.
It kind of reminds. Do you remember when Disney was making you to buy the movie in order to see it because of during the COVID?
Oh yeah, for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yes. That was
kind of
weird.
That's how this feels right now. I mean, I already spent the $500. Why do I got to spend whatever for the?
Yeah. Yeah, T-Train says 200cc is way too fast. You think so? Well, I mean, that's what we do here. We do 200cc. Sorry, buddy.
That is going to be a change with the new game of like how many, because streamers like it because it makes the game the stream go faster and you're able to play with a lot more people. But then I could understand like if you have 24 people going 200 cc's, one bump and basically that's it, you're out of it.
Yeah. So Extreme is joining us in the live chat now, and they say if people want to see the tech demo, chances are people won't buy it. They'll just watch a video. Yeah, they're right. Or they're going to watch their favorite streamer stream it. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding. Yeah. I'm not kidding. That's usually how it goes. I would. Yeah, it's like, why pay $80 for a tech demo? It should be included with the package. I don't get it. Definitely. It's like... I mean, I understand you got to make your shareholders happy and you have to make money. I get that. They got to meet their bottom line. But some of this stuff's a little ridiculous, you know?
That is very, very ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they would do something like that.
I'm not buying the tech demo. I'm not paying for it. What about you, Eslo? You getting that thing? Oh, where'd he go?
I don't know. Eslo.
Aslo, are you asleep at the wheel?
Maybe he went to go get something to eat or something. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm telling you, whoever buys it and decides to stream it is like, come watch my stream, save yourself $80 or $90.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, why pay for the $80 Nintendo Switch 2 tech demo when you could just watch me play it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isaiah Martin says, you want one? What are you talking about? The tech demo? Dude, listen, if somebody says, hey, James, I'll buy it for you, I'll say, absolutely not. You save your money for the games you want. Yeah.
That is crazy.
It is. So, the Nintendo Wii, right? Back in whenever 2006, when that game first came out, or that console first came out, one of the things that Reggie Fils-Aimé had insisted that Nintendo do is, listen, you got to launch the Wii with Nintendo Sports, or with Wii Sports. You have to. Mm-hmm. And that was the tech demo that got everybody excited for it, and that is what sold the Nintendo Wii. People were buying them because they wanted that game. They wanted to try it out. And motion controls were not a thing before then. And then when this came out, it was like, wow, this is amazing. That's really what sold everybody on getting a Wii. And it was affordable, too, compared to the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 at the time. It was an affordable console. I mean, what was it? $199.99 MSRP with Wii Sports at the time it launched. It was pretty dang affordable. People bought it. They bought into it. It was great. And now you have the Switch 2, and people are looking at a $500 price point, $80 for a game, $90 for a Pro Controller, $90 for a pair of Joy-Cons. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
Reggie
happy
did
with
have to
the
fight for
Switch
that.
I have.
Yeah, that's right, Brendan.
Yep,
he
he
did
did.
have to fight for that. Yes. In fact, Western Europe, North America and South America, we got Wii bundled. We got Wii Sports bundled with the Nintendo Wii, but Japan, they didn't get bundled with anything. They had to buy the game separately if they wanted to play it.
Well, that's goes to say that I guess the American dollar still has some power over people.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but another thing that also proves is that Reggie's actually a good salesman too, if you think about it.
Yeah. He's never coming back, by the way. People probably...
No, he's
What is that?
retired.
What is Corrupted trying to say? I can't understand his.
I don't know if I'm going to get a Switch... He doesn't know if he's going to get a Switch 2.
You don't need a Switch 2. You need to sell that OLED.
Sell that OLED, yeah. Trade in the OLED for a Switch 2. I mean, some people are going to have to,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, thank goodness there's still GameStops.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And,
And
okay,
I'll
you
be
know
getting a Nintendo store in San Francisco in May.
what? Gosh dang it, Sadie. That's not fair. I'm kidding.
Oh, and now every time that Nintendo's gonna release something, they're also gonna have an experience at the shop like they do in New York.
All right, so for those of you that are wondering, right? So GameStop has advertised that if you want to get up to $175 towards your Nintendo Switch 2 reservation, trade in your Switch OLED, and you'll get $175 towards the Switch 2.
That's not bad.
It's not, especially when you're looking at that $500 price point, and you're like,
Uh-huh.
oh my god, oh, that's a lot. And like, what if you trade in some of your old Switch accessories? You know, the Pro controllers, the games, and all that, and that just adds more to the the payment of the Switch 2. Nintendo's already learned that several households have multiple Nintendo Switches and Nintendo Switch Lites, so it's not like there are not enough Switch and Switch Lites to go around. And the fact
at our
that-
house we have 2 Switches and 3 3DSs or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
No, okay, so if I were to get the Switch 2 by some craziness or whateverness, I would give my oldest son my Switch because he's been wanting one.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna happen, so don't hold your breath, people. I'll just be the commentary when you guys are playing the new Mario Kart World Racing game.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I do want to invite people for commentary. Hopefully,
Oh my
Joe
God, James!
will be able to return as well. I know he's gonna be busy with his thing.
You need it. There needs to be a kartathon with 24 gamers.
Oh my God, yes, that would be insanity. That would be insanity.
4 rounds each round.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, we'll probably still be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe even after Mario Kart World launches for the simple fact that the majority of our fan base
Can't afford it.
they can't afford the Switch 2. They're going to have to wait for Christmas. Oh.
Yeah.
Or Black Friday.
By the way, Captain Hanafuda, he brought up a really good point. I was having a conversation with him. He's like, dude, that $500 price point, they're probably going to live to regret that like they did with the 3DS. Remember when they came out with the 3DS, the original price was $249.99 MSRP?
Hey, Jane,
Yeah.
here's another one, too. Do you remember when they actually regretted that? Remember the Ambassador Program?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
There are actually people saying Ambassador Program 2.0.
Yeah.
Ambassador Program 2.0.
That could potentially happen, but yeah, if they do that, then wouldn't they have to include some games with that as well?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they did with the 3DS. You got like 10
You had
NES, yeah,
games, and you had in-game
Game Boy Advance games.
Game Boy Advance games, yeah.
And some of those were exclusive only to the Ambassador program. Not all of those games became available through the Nintendo eShop on the 3DS.
On
Well,
the 3DS,
you can't even
but on
get
the
games
Switch,
from the 3DS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't. I mean, not anymore. Yeah, the
Not anymore.
eShop
They
shut
closed
down, and yep.
Do you think they shut it down to use those servers for the Switch 2?
I think they shut it down for that purpose. Yes, because they wanted to use they either use their existing infrastructure, their existing network infrastructure to accommodate Switch 2 online, or they shut down all the old servers so they didn't have to maintain like server costs.
That's true.
And yeah, that's probably what they did.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out some of the online features, and we'll probably have our gripes and complaints about it because it's a new system, and the online environment will probably be put through its paces. We're gonna be we're gonna be the guinea pigs essentially, and they're gonna have to patch and update and do all kinds of things so that the online environment is more refined as time goes on.
I'm thinking when that Nintendo store opens in May, I think they will have a Switch 2 on display.
Yeah.
Try out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm still surprised that like Lowe's and Home Depot and all that don't do the whole have a system for kids to play while their parents are shopping. They did that when we were little.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe that was at
I
select.
remember.
Maybe that was at select locations because I don't remember that.
But then they,
No,
then
over
they
here,
took them out.
again, I remember over here when my parents would go shopping at one of those places, we had Super Mario World to play while we were waiting.
Yeah. Nightmare King Draconified, welcome back. It's good to see you, and I'm doing well, by the way. Thank you for asking. Corrupted Redemption says, and of course, the 3DS emulator is hard to get to work properly. Yeah, because they shut down all the good ones. Extreme says, anyway, I'll go now. Bye. All right, take care, Extreme. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for dropping by. We appreciate you. All right, so looking at the poll right now, 48 votes. Do you think the price for the Nintendo Switch 2 is too high? 83% of you say yes. 17% of you say no. My goodness, you guys must be rich. 17%
Or wait,
say no. I thought it was going to be a unanimous. I thought everyone was going to say yes.
hasn't hit, James. Wait till the
I thought they already did. Oh wait,
Not
that's right.
yet.
Yeah, that's the reason why they delayed the. That's the reason why they
gonna be
delayed
slow.
the April 9th pre-order window. Yeah, because there are consoles So, guys, there are Nintendo Switch 2 consoles here in the United States right now. They're just not available for release yet. They're in storehouses or warehouses right now, ready to be shipped to various retailers. So they're here now, but I think what Nintendo's concerned about is because of the tariffs and, the volatile market. The state of the market's very, very volatile right now.
It was really bad today.
Yeah, so they don't want to sell the console from the get-go at $450, and they find out later, oh shoot, it's actually going to have to be $500 now because of all these darn tariffs. You want to know how you could? You want to know how you can make those consoles more affordable? You manufacture them here in the West. I don't care if it's in Canada or Mexico or here in the United States, but if you start manufacturing electronics here, then they won't cost as much. The whole point and purpose of doing all that is to bring the manufacturing base back here to the United States.
But that would take like at least 3 to 4 years.
It would take decades.
Yeah,
because when
we've
you
been
and
like
I
this
were growing up,
50 years. It's been like this for 50 years.
Yeah.
The mentality.
Yeah,
that
when you and I were growing up,
we don't make anything.
They were eliminating the last of the manufacturing here in the United States as all part of the globalization plan that they wanted to, put everybody under. And when I say put everybody under, I mean, basically put us in a world of indentured servitude. Indentured servitude. James, isn't that another way of saying slavery? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, where we get paid pennies to the dollar for, the work that we do. But hey, in other countries such as, you guys know these things. If you guys study world affairs and, history and everything like that, you guys know that, third world countries usually they treat their citizens way worse than they do here in the West. Dynasty Terry says, too much money, referring to the Nintendo Switch and the price. $80 for a digital version of a game is already too much. $90 for a physical copy of the game is absolutely atrocious. Actually,
you gotta look
even
at
the digital version's atrocious. Now that I think about it.
So you get the digital, you get the Nintendo Online thing.
Yeah.
And the Switch, and then the new game, and it's just, I think digital should not be 80.
No,
digital
it shouldn't. It should be more like 40.
Yes.
Yeah,
it should be half off.
Because it should be that price. So if you're already paying for the yearly online subscription, your digital, you should get like another $10 off.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
On digital. Because you're invested for a whole year.
All right. So, by the way, guys, I only mentioned the price for the OLED. The other versions of the Switch, like Switch version 1 or the Switch version 2, you'll actually get up to $125 towards the purchase of a Nintendo Switch 2 reservation, and then $100 when you trade in a Switch Lite. So let's say you have a Switch version 1 or version 2 and a Switch Lite. You trade those both in. You can get up to $225 trade-in value for the Switch 2. That's just an example. Or if you have like the Switch version 1 and a Switch OLED, you could potentially get up to $300 in trade-in value towards the reservation of a Nintendo Switch 2. That's what GameStop is doing. And if you guys are looking to try to save some money, maybe potentially that might be a better option for you. I know that some of us are collectors out here in the community, and maybe some of us may not want to let go of our older consoles, but these days, shoot. The Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible with all old Switch games or select Switch titles. Some select Switch titles won't be compatible with the Switch 2, but let's be honest. Nobody's trying to play Nintendo Labo on the Switch 2.
Did you see the list? There's a huge list of already Nintendo Switch 1 games that were not going to work on the 2.
Yeah.
And they haven't figured out why.
Yeah. So we're going to have to refer to the first Switch as the Switch 1 after the Switch 2 launches.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Switch 1? Yeah, remember the Joy-Con drift issues that we had? Remember those games that we played and they absolutely sucked? Yeah, I'm kidding.
But James, it's the Switch 1 and then the Switch 1.2 because remember
OLED.
they had it. No, not the OLED. Remember with the first batch, like the very first batch, but then they modified it.
Yeah.
The second batch. So then there's the first, there's the 1.2, there's the OLED.
Yeah.
And the Switch 2.
Yep, GameStop refers to them as the version 1 Switch, which is the OG, and then you had the version 2 Switch. The version 2 Switch had a it had a better processor, which reduced the, which increased the battery life on the version 2 Switch, and the OLED was better all around.
We have the 1, and we have the second version, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, guys, time to continue. Let's do this. 200cc, it's time for frantic items and the darn capture cards a little. Whoops, there we go. I got autoplay on for my music playlist. There we go. All right, back to it, friends. Back into the fire.
Can't believe next week I gotta go back to school.
Darn you, school. Why do you have to come back?
It's art school. I already know the classes. So next year I'm taking painting, drawing, and Adobe Illustrator.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm just like taking those classes to build up my art portfolio so when fall of 2026 come around, I can apply for art school.
Yeah. So, friends, tomorrow night we're going to be live streaming Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, featuring online battles with viewers. By the way, we found out what Masahiro Sakurai was working on as far as the game that everybody thought was going to be the new Smash Bros. Game. Nope. Turns out it was Kirby Air Riders. Yep. That was the game that Masahiro Sakurai was working on after he completed work on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So that question's been answered.
Retired. Didn't he retire?
Yeah, well, a lot of people thought that he retired completely from game development, but I guess he was asked to do Kirby Air Riders, so... Yeah.
Yeah, the sequel
and it wasn't
to the
Smash Brothers.
game.
So is it a new game, or is it a
It's a
remake?
sequel.
Yeah, Kirby Air Riders is a sequel to Kirby's Air Ride, which was originally released on the GameCube. So it's been over 20 years since Kirby's Air Ride.
Dang.
Yeah.
20
Actually,
years?
if I remember correctly, it was 26 years for something that I remembered.
No. Don't you dare say 26 years. I'm kidding.
20 years is how long have I been married to us?
Oh, gosh. 20 years. 20 years is a long time.
Whoosh. It is. Think we...
20 years ago, I was 22. Gosh dang it. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. These games, they're getting so old.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Mario Kart World might be my last Mario Kart game.
I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows the Switch 2 is my last Nintendo console.
That is true.
Yep.
I mean, the next Mario is going to be your last Mario anyway, too.
Yeah. So, hey, I really want to talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I don't know. I'm not into that. So...
I am really,
I have
really excited for it. I was just like... I watched the trailer, and I'm just... Wow.
You didn't watch the gameplay on Treehouse?
I did not. No. I was thinking about it, and I was like, no, wait, maybe I want to go in completely blind and not watch the spoilery Nintendo Treehouse event. Why?
Let me just tell you, without going into spoilers, Donkey Kong Odyssey.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing too. It's like, I bet they're using the same engine, the Unreal Engine, maybe an enhanced version. And oh my God, guys, I am so sorry. I accidentally picked that track again. I don't know what I was thinking. I am so sorry. You guys can fire me later.
You're a fire.
Yep. So Peachy's here.
It's so peachy.
Bridget McBride says, I agree with you all. It should be discounted for users already with Nintendo Switch Online. I'm going to wind up dropping Nintendo Switch Online. And, like, you know, my standard membership. I'm going to have to sign up for the family membership so that I can get it for my son, my wife, and for myself. I'm going to wind up transferring all my data from the Switch 2 to the, from the OLED to the Switch 2.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give the OLED to my little knucklehead, my son, and then we're gonna take his Switch, and we'll probably use that for trade-in value. We'll probably use the, well, he wants the Switch 2 also. yeah. I showed him the trailer. Hey, check it out, bud. Look at that. It's Mario Kart World. It's like, oh, I can't wait to play this. I'm like, oh boy. Yep. And that means we're gonna have 2 Switch 2s in the house.
Oh.
I mean, hey, think about where he gets it from.
Yeah. Well, like father, like son. What can I say, right?
That's one thing. Look where he got it from.
Yeah, man.
Laugh.
True. And he's getting old enough to, like, really get into these games.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, he talks to his friends at school about Minecraft and Mario Kart and Smash Brothers, and I'm just like, wow. They're actually having conversations about these things. I'm sure they're talking about the new Switch 2 also.
I mean, after all there, James, remember what you said about this channel potentially, too, may end up going to him if he ever decided to do something with it. Potentially. We'll see what happens. We shall see. Dynasty Tark Terry says, I miss racing with you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Tark. Brandon P says, I'm usually not a fan of those kinds of games, but Donkey Kong Bonanza has enticed me. Yes. And what's even more amazing about it is the destruction factor. You guys see how he's, like, destroying the scenery?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how did they do that?
Oh, welcome home, Joe.
Hey, welcome home, Joe.
Welcome back. I mean, the game does look... I have to say, it does look very good for the people who love Donkey Kong games.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos for you guys, but it's just not me. Especially since I already have a backlog of games that I have not played or finished.
So Peachy says he's still going to hold on to his OLED Switch and the other Switches I have. Well, I mean,
they will come
out. That $500 price
OLED
point might
eventually.
change your mind, though, for that Switch too, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You might want to trade in the old for the new.
Start mowing those lawns.
On those lawns, getting double, even triple shifts at work.
Start saying, I'll do the laundry for your mother.
Yeah,
Bump up
maybe.
my allowance.
I really think they should manufacture electronics like the Switch and the Switch 2 here in the United States.
Well, at least have more than one factory where they're actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have one here, have one in Japan, have one in Europe, have one in wherever else.
Yeah. I mean, why have, like, corporate offices? Like for example, Nintendo of America, right? Like, I know they're the advertising and legal arm for Nintendo. Corporate Nintendo, headquartered in Japan. And, yeah, they handle all the affairs here in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they're Nintendo of America. But they don't really do game development or manufacturing. Or engineering or any of that stuff. They're just the enforcement arm and the advertising machine.
See why Nintendo doesn't want to have a factory here.
They should. They really should do a factory here.
They should, but I understand why they don't.
Yeah, because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to manufacture them overseas because, again, labor's cheap. Labor's cheap in third world countries like Vietnam and China. That's why they do it.
Japan still has some resentment towards us.
They do. They do. But
and their culture is their like business culture is very different.
Yeah.
And the way they do things.
It's very cutthroat. That doesn't sound any different than how business is handled here in the United States. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Jeffo says, when does the Switch 2 drop? June 5th. June 5th, my friend.
And the new Nintendo store in San Francisco drops May 15th.
Yeah. Super Nintendo... Well, Universal's Epic Universe, along with Super Nintendo World, will open up here in May in Universal Orlando, my hometown.
Are you gonna do a vlog?
No. It's going to be extraordinarily busy. However, my brother-in-law, Thrill Geek, he'll most likely be invited to the soft opening or to a, what's it called? A media event. So, yeah.
You should be like, hey, take me along.
Well, I have some news. My partner in crime next to me has said that he is going to the media event tomorrow. So if you guys want to catch the media event for Universal's Epic Universe, along with all the other stuff, check out the Thrill Geek YouTube channel. And, yeah. You'll be able to see a first look at Universal's Epic Universe on his channel. I'm sure he'll be posting a lot of content, not only on YouTube, but on his other social media. So, yeah, be sure to check it out, friends. That's Thrill Geek. YouTube.com at Thrill Geek. Yeah, right here on YouTube. So, Corrupted Redemption says that he is eating right now. He will hop into the voice chat after he's done eating. All right, nice. Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Thrill Geek.
Yeah, I already had dinner. It was steak.
Steak?
Steak and rice.
Nice. Sounds delicious.
Oh, and it cooks so perfectly in the air fryer, too.
Oh, steak on an air fryer? I've never had it. Never tried.
Yeah. I have like a little grill pan, and I just put it's almost like carne asada, so it's like flank steak or flat steak or whatever for like 15 minutes at 400 degrees with the fan thing going on. It comes out perfect.
Nice, Joe. Nice.
What do you mean? You'll lose it once you get there. Start lifting them weights, running, waking up early in the morning.
Well, not just running there, Sadie, too. Also getting in those watts.
Get those watts. Yes, air fryers are awesome. I agree. I just wish that they weren't so small. Because I want to throw everything in those air fryers, man.
They do make ovens that come with
Hey, Sadie,
air fryer fans. What?
Speaking of that, I've actually got one over here.
You do? You got an air fryer now?
It's actually in the actual oven itself.
Oh yeah. They make
built
those.
Into it. What I'm saying, when you're saying they've actually got them built in, that's what I'm saying. Sadie, guess what?
You got one. Those are perfect. I think I cooked the first time I used an air fryer. I cooked a whole turkey in it. Oh, it was so juicy when it came out. Oh, it was so good.
All right, guys. Room ID is 8RYWL. Enter in the room ID. If you have Nintendo Switch Online and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you are more than welcome to join us. Guys, we're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 and all of the things that were announced during that Nintendo Direct presentation. Of course, they did 2 Treehouse Live events showcasing the games and the gameplay, as well as some of the enhancements with 2 games that were released on the previous system. Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess both getting Nintendo Switch 2 versions, so they're a little more visually enhanced. And, of course, they're going to have Zelda Notes as a new feature, which will be available through the Nintendo Switch app. So that's something.
Are they making you pay for the enhancements, too? I heard.
Yeah, you got to pay a cost or a fee or something like that. Like, if you had Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch, you can carry it over to the Switch 2, and if you want the enhanced version, you have to pay extra. I don't know what the cost is. Yes, I know.
I heard it was like 40.
Yeah.
If you've got the Nintendo Switch online service, you actually get those for free if you've got the expansion pack.
So it makes it more, it incentivizes Nintendo Switch Online.
Yes.
But is that the expansion pack or without the expansion pack? That's the next question.
It has to be expansion pack, just like the Animal Crossing.
Well, I would have wanted the expansion pack anyway. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get to the GameCube games.
Yep.
Yeah. Brendan P says the mouse controls look interesting. Yeah, they had that. Again, it's probably going to be a tech demo. Remember when they first introduced ARMS, right? And that's how they showed everybody the gimmick with the Joy-Cons and the motion controls with that. The mouse controls are similar with, this. What is the name of that game? It's a basketball game, and then you use wheelchairs to.
I'm not playing Drag and Drive.
Drag and Drive. That was the name of the game. Yep, that's right. Yeah. But there's other games that you can use to take advantage of the mouse controls. I'm sure they'll be introducing those features as time goes on.
They've already
My thought process goes to games like Mario Maker, right? Wouldn't it be interesting to utilize the mouse control feature for a game like Mario Maker? So I'd like to see that get applied to the next Mario Maker game.
I've actually got one for you. Either a Mario Paint remake or bring Mario Paint to the SNES Online service.
Yeah, that's true. They could do that potentially. Yeah. Yeah, Super Mario Party Jamboree is also getting a Switch 2 exclusive features. Yeah, Jamboree TV, and it takes advantage of the camera. That is true. Yeah. Xbox backwards compatibility is always up-resed for free. Oh, geez. Yep. But they want to sell Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack.
Yep.
For the Switch 2. They're trying to get more people signed on with that service. That's what they're trying to do. Whoops. My playlist keeps playing automatically. I gotta turn that off.
All your information. Yep. That's why.
Yep.
They just want all your information.
Corrupt Redemption says Nintendo is so GD greedy. I know, man. I know.
They've always been GD greedy. Where have you been?
Welcome to the new world. Welcome to the new world, man. Where you got
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, where you gotta keep your shareholders happy, and you have a regime change in the leadership at Nintendo. A lot of the old guard is retiring, and the shareholders are they want money.
A lot of people left with COVID when COVID was over with.
You think so?
I think they burnt out.
Yeah. I think developing several games all at once may have burnt them out.
Yeah.
That too.
Because the same dev team that was working on Splatoon 2, Animal Crossing, and Splatoon 3, that was back to back to back development.
Without any breaks, mind you.
Yeah.
That is true.
Reminds me of a certain Smash Brothers game that was, a certain series of Smash Brother games where they were back to back to back development.
Hello there.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, James.
What's going on, buddy?
Good?
How you doing?
I am okay. I just got back from the gym.
Nice, man. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, people. I'm Corrupt Redemption. They know me as Joe. Yeah. I'm not gonna say more than that because I don't YouTube anymore. I don't do the videos.
Yeah, he's no longer a slave to YouTube, my friends.
No. Not that I ever was, but still. I did the occasional live stream. I might before I leave, but eh.
Whoa, that was close.
Did you see I got a date?
Oh, no. Well, I mean,
August 4th.
You are sharing it publicly. Okay, August 4th. Nice, man. I'm happy for you, dude. Congrats. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to infantry OSIT, so
nice,
that's
man.
gonna take 6 months.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's boot camp and like A school, as you would call it in the Navy, combined, but it's all still boot camp.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, instead of doing 10 weeks and then going to tech school, it's just gonna be like 24 straight weeks of boot camp.
Dang.
Yep.
Well, sounds like a lot of work, friend.
Yeah. Well, it's after like week 10. You know, they're not gonna like treat you like, oh, you fucked up 2 push-ups. Excuse my French. But yeah, it's still gonna be like boot camp environment. Like, still gonna have the squad bay and, you know, inspections and all that crap. Yeah. So I'm excited.
I'm so excited for inspections. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm excited. Inspections are gonna be the best thing. I make my bed so good.
Yeah. Dude, but see, it's going to be like so easy for you because you're already fit as it is, and you know martial arts and stuff like that. So you're gonna be like, I'm
working on my fitness right now. I let myself go.
It happens, man. It happens.
I'm 200 pounds.
Oh dang.
No, that's nothing. I'd give
That's
you
okay.
26 more pounds and you'd be where I'm at right now.
Hey man, I was looking at 220 pounds around this time last year. Now I'm down to 167.
There we go.
Whoa,
I'm trying to
that's
see. That's
cool.
where I'm trying to get to. So I got 4 months.
Yeah.
They said they want me to cut like 2% body fat. I'm gonna do more than that. 2% body fat's like 4 pounds of fat.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna bust my butt, and I got 4 months to do it. Exactly 4 months, actually.
Yeah. You could do it, man. You got it.
Oh, I got this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just say you've done it before, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I was. If you guys don't know, I used to fight. Actually, let me look at the YouTube chat in case anyone wants to talk. Okay. Oh, you're.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, it's starting to look like a
Lower
blue
this.
wall anyway. I think most people are. I think most people are already bored of our 200cc
They're
racing.
still at spring break is going on still.
Yeah.
Oh, spring break for us doesn't start till like Easter.
Oh, really?
Everybody's on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
My
Easter
spring
is
break
later
is going
this
on
month.
right now.
Yeah.
Spring break already happened here in Florida.
Yeah, for
Sorry,
college or
how-
for school? Or for like
Well,
or
for my
grade school
son's
or
school,
elementary school or whatever.
Yeah, for my son's school, it already happened, but I don't know about any of the other districts.
Yeah. Here we have it for Easter. We don't have it for like that St. Patty's Day thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I know colleges got it early.
Yeah. Yeah, don't they do it
What was
like
he talking
early
about
March or
before
something like
that?
that?
Yeah. And I'm like, it's not even spring. What are you doing?
It is spring already.
Oh, now it is.
Yeah, he was talking about back when it was.
I was talking about back. Yeah.
Well, not everybody can go at the same time. You know how much chaos that would happen?
Florida would be overran
yeah,
by
yeah.
teenagers.
Have lots of people going to the beach all at the same time. Yeah, that would be insanity.
No, it has not really
Oh,
been
God,
beach
just
weather
imagine
around here.
Just imagine
Yeah.
the traffic park there, James.
Oh, here in Orlando? Oh, traffic is always bad here. Regardless,
know.
regardless of what
About-
season it is, the traffic here sucks.
I know.
Oh yeah, Sadie knows. She's been here, so she is well aware of how bad the traffic is.
It'll be a year in
Yeah.
April.
And
I mean,
you
on the
know,
9th.
there is one constant that is always happening here in Orlando, and that is construction. Everywhere there is construction. Like, there is something being built, something getting torn down, something getting widened, a highway, brand new lanes getting. It's just, there's always construction. It's like, it's nonstop. Like,
Yeah,
nobody.
that's DOT trying to milk the government for money.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah. So
we have the same thing over here too.
So
Yeah, the same thing here in New York.
yeah,
Yeah.
they.
Yeah, same thing here too.
Well, we have
Like,
mostly
oops,
toll
we
roads
did it
here
wrong.
in Orlando. Like, they have the Expressway Authority, and they own like 90% of the expressways here in Orlando. Like the major expressways are the 417, the 408, the 429. Geez, there's another one. But yeah, they're all expressways, and you have to pay. I mean, if you want to get around and make it to work on time or wherever, like, chances are you're gonna be using an expressway, and you have to pay the toll. That's why everybody's got e-pass. You know, so they don't have to go through the cash lane. They can just go through the automatic lane, and you know.
And if you're visiting
Yeah, that
Florida
sounds
and
like
you're
New
doing a
Jersey.
rental car, get it.
Yeah,
New Jersey's all toll lanes.
yeah,
and
all toll lanes. Yeah, man.
New Jersey Turnpike and all that shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. So when I was going to MEPS the other day, so I don't know if any of you guys have a frame of reference. So the hotel is in Newark,
Oh,
and
yikes.
Fort Hamilton is in Brooklyn, which is where the MEPS is for
Yeah.
my area, right? So you have to go through Jersey, through Staten Island, through to Brooklyn.
Wow. You know who
Right.
else is from Brooklyn?
Who?
The Mario Brothers.
Of course they are. I'm from Brooklyn too, technically. I was born there. Yeah, there was an accident on the turnpike, so we left the hotel at like 6-ish, maybe a little earlier, like 5:45. We didn't end up getting there till like 7:30.
Oh, wow.
There was a truck on the turnpike. The trailer was angled down, and the truck part was on fire.
Dang.
Yeah, and they shut down the entire turnpike at like 6 a.m. for it.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Hey, Snowy's here. Welcome, Snowy. Good to see you. Jaden Cool Gamer is here as well. Welcome, buddy.
Excuse me.
You are not excused.
So PG says, I'm going to love Mario Kart World just as much as I loved Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, I mean...
Oh, you don't know that.
Oh, what's up?
You don't know that. You don't know if you're gonna love it. What if it's what if
What if it
stinks?
sucks? Yeah.
What if it's like the worst Mario Kart game in history?
Mhm.
I don't think it will be.
What if it's like so bad that like people go back to Mario Kart 7 just because it ruined Mario Kart 8?
I doubt that.
Okay, stop being a Debbie Downer.
Hey, you're one to talk.
Growth
You're like-
Redemption, the Doubting Thomas.
I don't like the terrible Thomas.
Mhm.
The negative Nick. There we go. You were like not even like 20 minutes ago. You were like, oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna like Donkey Kong.
I know. I've never,
Nah, I'm not gonna like
never liked
Donkey
any of
Kong.
the games. I'm like, but I said for people who do, it looks really good for them.
We're gonna get
Yeah, I don't like my-
we're gonna get a true sequel to Donkey Kong 64, and it's not gonna suck. And that'll be Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I don't like his character model.
I know a lot of people are very sketched out by his character design, but I think that just goes along with the lines like, look, this is a new generation of developers. There's new leadership at Nintendo. It's time for a fresh face, a redesign or a new design, and I think that's what they settled on. Obviously, with the blessing from Miyamoto, who's the father of not just Mario but DK as well,
And Zelda.
Yeah. Although Eiji Onoma, he's basically taken the reins of all development when it comes to Nintendo or to Zelda.
Yeah. Eiji Onoma. That's a funny name to say.
Oh, speaking of Zelda, what do you guys think of that Age of Imprisonment game? Another Hyrule Warriors. That was a surprise to me.
I haven't played any of the Hyrule Warriors games.
I haven't seen any. Oh, yeah. I did. I didn't like them.
So they turned the whole Breath of the Wild story arc. I mean, I know that Tears of the Kingdom is its own game, but it's in the world that originally started with Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean?
That is true.
So now, instead of having 3 games telling you the story of that specific Hyrule, now you have 4 games all tied to the same story arc and line of characters, if that makes sense. So I find that interesting. Although Age of Imprisonment, that's going to have more to do with Hyrule, a version of Hyrule that we have never seen before. And I've always wondered, man, I wonder what that version of Hyrule looked like. Because you see in the trailers, like, this is Hyrule Castle. I really have gone into the past. Zelda's line. Talking about the new Hyrule, the old Hyrule Castle. New, old, whatever.
Well, yeah. Prehistoric.
The prehistoric Hyrule.
Yep. There was no history yet.
Yeah.
It was before.
There's always some time travel thing.
Yeah. So Snowy just got a brand new computer. Nice.
Ooh,
Yep, nice.
Yeah. Jaden Cool Gamer says, and how Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart Pain, James? Oh, Mario Kart Pain? Is that what we're calling it now? Mario Kart Pain? It's going well. It's going well. I just wish we had more people racing with us tonight, but you know how it is. People are probably bored out of their mind from this game, and they're ready for something new. Hence, Mario Kart World, launching on Nintendo Switch 2, June 5th, 2025. Pre-order yours today. Oh, wait, you can't.
Wait, you
can't do it because
they
pushed it back.
Chill.
They pushed it back. Yeah. I am interested to know how much it's going to cost when they finally decide what the price point's going to be.
I don't think it's because of the tariffs. I think it's because of the pushback.
Yeah.
Oh, you think because of what they're seeing in the treehouse comments and the
100%. It's not because of the tariffs. That's just a convenient excuse.
Yeah, it was so interesting when I got word when the people were posting screenshots of the live chat and everything was drop the price, 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 drop the price. It was non-stop. Nobody was commenting about how excited they were about the games. Nobody was commenting about, oh, wow, that looks good, or, oh, wow, that's so interesting. It was all drop the price, drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. In fact, I'm surprised.
Did you notice they didn't make any comments about chat? So it was hard to tell. Was it truly live or was it recorded live and then
live?
No,
Nintendo never
the Treehouse events are live.
Yeah, Nintendo never reacts to chat.
Oh no, they don't. I'm surprised they even actually allow live chat when they don't even respond to the chats.
I know.
They just stick to whatever script they have, and they live presentation the games during the Treehouse event, and then they call it a day.
Yeah.
Or
did you guys watch the Treehouse events? Did
I have not.
Ever show
I
up?
have not. No,
I watched barely.
They actually showed clips.
They showed
of that
they showed like 5 seconds of it. Yeah, like 5 seconds of Silk Song.
Oh yeah, in the actual direct. Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think it was 5 seconds. It was more like 2.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 5 seconds. People actually went back and actually timed it.
Well, I don't
They
know.
timed
Yeah.
5 seconds.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I didn't time it. I'm just like, we got it. 2025.
Oh,
woo.
yeah.
I woke
so
up
it says
late,
2025.
Hey,
Now
Joe.
we're gonna have to
Here.
hold them to that.
Okay,
Well, listen,
Joe,
they
go-
were what,
go and-
Eslo? Okay.
yeah, go type in Silk Song on Reddit.
Oh, I am a part of that community. That community is nuts.
Yeah, but
Would
it's
you
nuts as
compare it
it
to
is.
the-
There
the,
who
uh,
counted it?
Yeah. Would you compare it to the insanity that is the fan base of Undertale? Because I remember. Oh, it's
It's
worse.
worse.
Oh wow.
It's worse.
I remember people telling
but
me
it's-
about how awful the fan base of Undertale can
but
be
it's
sometimes.
worse in a fun way.
Yeah. Because
So,
everybody's
like,
on the same
Undertale-
page. Why is it taking
so-
so long for Silk Song to be released?
No, okay, so the Undertale community, the problem with that community is toxicity.
Yeah.
The problem with
Like the
Silk
System of the
Song
Dog
is
Down
schizophrenia.
Oh wow.
and like
Schizophrenia. What?
Yes, the Silk Song community has
no,
a
they're
schizophrenia
nuts.
problem.
yeah, no, I'm not even joking. Look at the subreddit. Just look at the Silk Song subreddit. It's
Oh, I would love to look at the subreddit, but they
it's
banned me from
unhinged.
Reddit. So I don't use Reddit.
no. What?
Yeah, you do remember this conversation we had? I tried to create
No.
a subreddit for Super Live Gaming, and one of the moderators banned me. And I didn't see any due cause as to why they would ban me from Reddit. So I was like, well, I suppose that means I don't need a Reddit account. So no Reddit for me. That's why I don't even talk
Damn.
about it anymore.
Damn.
It is what it is.
They-
I mean,
Yeah,
I can take a hit.
well-
It's like Super Live Gaming does not get a home in Reddit, so therefore, yeah. All right, cool. I guess Reddit's not worth it.
So there was a point in the community where they were like, which one looks more like the main character smoking a cigarette? A 1 with a -1 or -Y? Which one looks more like yo, they were going like crazy. And there's like Photoshop, like fake news constantly,
Oh
like,
my
fake
God.
tweets.
They were talking about that in the Silk Song subreddit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there were wars falling. There was Team Y and there was Team I.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
What else? Now I think the new thing is doubters and believers.
Doubters and believers.
Yeah, people
Oh,
don't.
Yeah.
So so there were people that like don't believe that the game actually exists.
Oh, nice. I like it.
And what else? What else? Oh yeah, fishing mini game. That was also a thing.
Yeah.
Everyone like the entire game is just a giant fishing mini game.
Yeah. So yeah, I was on the. If anybody were to ask me, I was on the team doubters. Team doubters. If I
Yeah.
were to ever be on a team, if I was ever
Even
allowed
though-
to be on Reddit again.
Rip.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I would be on Team Doubters for sure because I was like, you know what? They probably just said that they were making a game and then they realized, yeah, we can't top the original. Let's just not ever come out with this game.
Well, here's the thing: they're beholden to the
Yeah,
The
Kickstarter
shareholders.
people.
yeah,
Kickstarter people.
yeah, Kickstarter campaign. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you
When
mentioning
they
that
get
the
a-
last time we had a voice chat discussion. I think it was
Yeah.
one of the after parties
Yeah, it
It
was.
was.
Yeah.
on the Super Live
Oh,
Gaming Discord server. Free to join. Link in the description below.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, you like how I sold it there?
Mm-hmm.
They sold out.
Yeah, sold out exactly.
Soldier
corporate shill. This shit love the corporates.
I mean,
He's got
I gotta pay for the bills somehow.
Gotta pay them bills.
You gotta pay them. Sweet, sweet bills.
Ultra
know?
Instinct Diddy Kong. It just joined the chat. Hi. Wow, these names are really they're really something else, huh?
I mean, we have Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Why don't we have Ultra Instinct Diddy Kong?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, right?
There you go.
You know what we really need, James?
We need please
Ultra
do
Instinct Shy Guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think Ultra Instinct Shy Guy would be the most powerful character in all of fiction.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. We're doing it. It's a thing.
Yeah, he would be on the same level as Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Nah, he'd be like what's that Sonic? Archie Sonic.
Archie Sonic?
Have we not talked about this?
I'm
sure
we
we've
have.
talked about this.
No, Archie Sonic? No.
Okay, so do you know the Archie comics?
Yes, I am familiar with the Archie comics, yes.
Okay, they have a comic series based on Sonic the Hedgehog. That version of Sonic is the most powerful character in fiction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe we did talk about this. Yeah, now that
We
you're reminding me,
definitely
yeah.
did.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
why is he the most powerful of fictional
Let me
characters?
look up some of his feats. Give me a second.
See, now I'm going to ask questions like, so what is his power level?
Okay.
No, technically, your next question is going to be, why don't we have a game with him in it?
Oh, it's I'm sure it's just like fan stuff. Is it a fan comic or is it an actual legitimate comic?
This is an actual thing. Hold on. He threw. Let me see.
He destroyed a sun. Like a star.
That's not special.
That's nothing special. Oh wow.
That's
Okay,
nothing
so
special.
he swallowed a galaxy.
Hold on.
No, still not.
I'm looking it
still
up.
stronger.
I'm looking it up.
He is the singularity.
No. It's like he's done stuff like throwing a ball of water before it falls apart, and like being knocked 127 light years and surviving, and being able to punch people through like 70 universes. Like crazy stuff like that.
What the?
Wow. You guys ever see the Terminal Montage Smash Brothers series?
No.
No? Okay. All right. I don't know if Joe's seen it. So is it that kind of level of and I don't mean ridiculous in a bad way. I mean like ridiculous as in super powerful ridiculous.
Yeah, let me see.
Like he's definitely like god tier power. He can manipulate time and space and other things. Yeah, it's pretty significant power level wise.
Yeah, I'm still looking this up.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
It
I
does.
just realized. Did they? And they probably may or may not have mentioned it during the Treehouse event. But do they have amiibo support for Mario Kart World?
They've not said anything about that yet, but
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
but I know it's coming because if you saw the Street Fighter stuff, they actually have new Street Fighter amiibos for the new Street Fighter game.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but that was the only mention of any kind of amiibo support for the new Switch or for the Switch 2.
I know, but remember, Nintendo did say they're going to have more info on the 17th.
Okay. Yeah, we'll find out on the 17th, I guess. Dang it, Nintendo! You got to make me wait till the 17th to get more news.
To find out whether you're screwed over or not.
Well,
Exactly.
I think those of us who have full-time jobs will be okay. However, the fine folks that are living on a fixed income, they may not necessarily be happy about the situation, and I completely understand. People were probably hoping that at the high end it was going to be $400, and people were going to be a little understanding towards that price point. But the fact that it's $80 for a digital copy of a game, $90 for a physical copy of a game, almost $100
Again.
for a pair of Joy-Cons, almost $90 for a Pro controller.
Again, though, the only physical copy that was actually costing 90 was Mario Kart. Again, who knows why? Because Donkey Kong was actually 70.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like main title games that are going to be more.
Yeah.
All right, so I found his feats.
Oh, go
All right,
for
he's
it.
uprooted a tree, busted through metal, matched Chaos, who controls every ocean on Earth. This is after the retcon. His spin dash is able to cut through an entire building. A powered Gigabot, which can level a mountain. He defeated a powered Gigabot, which can level a mountain. He resisted and reversed a handmade black hole.
Huh.
He fought against Hyper Knuckles, resulting in their collision, destroying an entire dimension. The collision is shown. Let's see. Yeah, that's crazy. He can phase through objects, cause after images, turn invisible, create tornadoes, literally fight his own shadow.
Literally fight his own shadow.
Literally fight his own shadow. Yeah.
Seems weird.
Well, I wonder what Shadow the Hedgehog has to say about that.
Oh, Shadow's light work. There was a point where Archie Comic and like Sonic and Mega Man like teamed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Sonic was beating the crap out of the Robot Masters, and Shadow was having trouble with one.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Sonic was just messing them up. Yeah. Let's see. Buildings.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
My cough is starting to irritate me now.
Sorry,
Oh,
Sadie. Well,
feel
Sadie,
bad.
before you go, just tell everybody who you are and where they can find you.
I'm Sadie K. Mom. You can find me on YouTube. There's a lot of on-demand gaming content on my channel, and there's a bunch of YouTube shorts. And I will see you guys next time.
All
Bye.
right, see you, Sadie. Bye. Thanks for dropping
Okay,
by.
so that same black hole from issue 125
Mhm.
resulted in an explosion so large it knocked Sonic 849,000 light years away.
Wow.
And all it did was knock him out for a bit.
Huh. And he's all like, all right, I got to go back.
Yeah,
Yeah, easy.
that's the equivalent to 5 trillion tons of TNT.
Nice. Well, good for Sonic, man. That's great that they did a collaboration.
Yeah.
You know, Sonic the Hedgehog and
Yeah.
Archie Comics.
71, he tanked a time beam that could destroy time itself,
Huh.
and he was fine.
A time-destroying beam.
Yep.
Wonder what that would look like.
I don't know. I don't want to know. Let's see. Yep, destroyed an entire dimension. And he survived and was knocked unconscious until someone woke him up.
Who woke him up, Amy?
Sally.
Oh, Sally. Sally, the I know who you're talking about. She was featured in the cartoon series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
Let me see. Reverse the quantum dial. I don't know what that is.
Reverse the quantum dial. Maybe if you Google search it, you'll be able to get a definition.
Yeah. Reversed Sordo's quantum dial. I'll look that up.
All right, guys, just so you know, this lobby here that we're doing right now, we have 8 openings. So if anybody wants to join, this is your chance. 8RYWL is the lobby code.
Yo, what's up, Ancient?
So
Ancient
what it
One's in the
does is
chat.
it
Welcome, Ancient One.
So what it does is it creates black holes, 12 planets, and what else? Disassembles any mechanical objects that come in range, and possesses an automated grid defense capable of firing lasers and quantum wave, capable of incinerating anything within a 100-mile radius.
It sounds like some Star Trek stuff. Ancient One says, doing well, Super Live Gaming. Hello, Eslo, and thank you for welcoming me. Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, he can manipulate time and reality. That's,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's crazy. He's a wizard. He's a gosh darn wizard.
Yeah. You know, listening to this song, I'm thinking about Super Mario Odyssey, and I realized, wow, there is no 3D Mario game launching with the Nintendo Switch. I was really expecting them to have a 3D Mario at launch, but hey, you know what? I'll take a Donkey Kong game. That's fine.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm good with it.
think about it. The 3D Mario team was actually working on the Donkey Kong game.
They
so
were,
you
yeah,
gotta think about
yeah.
that for a moment.
Yeah. It was EAD1. The same division, yeah. Same division that works on all 3D Mario games. So
That's
it makes
what I'm
sense.
saying.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard for them to make 2 games at one time.
Hey James, when are you playing Thousand Year Door again?
You know what? Yeah, we should go back to that game.
Yeah, you still gotta do the Pay of 100 trials.
Yep, I do. But
Yeah.
I gotta prep for it before I do the
I think what I think you should do
Mhm.
is I think you should start a new playthrough.
Really?
I think yeah.
Well, have they confirmed
think
that
too
they're
much
doing an
time has
HD?
passed.
Do you think that they're going to do an HD version of or a Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game?
Okay, so from what I know, there is code in the game that it supports 4K 60. It's just the Switch can't handle that at the moment.
Yeah, the current Switch can't handle it.
Yeah. So that's all we got.
Yeah. Well, I hope we can get an enhanced version for the Switch 2. I would love to see Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door in 4K resolution.
4K 60. Yeah.
Yeah, 4K 60. Well, I mean, shoot, they're going to have games that can go up to 120 frames per second.
That's only in 1080p.
Oh, that is in 1080p. Oh, shoot, my bad. Does OBS go that high? No, it doesn't. It only goes to 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have any programs that go up to 120 frames per second?
YouTube doesn't handle over 120 frames a second.
That's a shame.
Over 60, I don't think.
That's a shame.
I don't think, yeah. It is what it is. They might implement that in the future. That might become a thing.
Remember,
Yeah, what about Twitch? Does Twitch do 120 frames per second?
I don't think so.
Everything looks so much better on Twitch, though, when you stream games on Twitch. There's just so much. There's so much compression that happens on YouTube.
Yeah. That's a shame.
It is. It
That's
just makes
the
it
ding dang shame about it.
just makes it look bad.
Let's see, Switch 2. Price was around 350, 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, geez. And yes, indeed, the price for the Nintendo Switch 2 feels rather steep. If the price was around $349.99 to $399.99, depending on what was included, such as an extra game as part of the package, I can see that sell well. But the fact that they intend to sell standard copy games from $70 to $80. That's pushing it even further. This isn't the 1990s anymore. The 1990s, well,
No,
they didn't cost that much in the 90s, did they?
No,
No, I don't think that's what. I don't think that's what he means. I don't think that's what they mean. He's like, games aren't cheap like they used to be.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
I think that's what he means.
yeah.
I really would
What
be
did games
surprised
cost
if they.
back then?
Well, I mean, there's also the account for inflation. There's inflation. That like if you look at the cost of games back then, $50 would be $30 in today's standards.
It's artificial inflation.
It is. It's been artificial inflation ever since they reinstated the national or the Federal Reserve.
And the worst part is, that wages aren't meeting demand.
No, they're
not
not
matching inflation at all. But raising the minimum wage would make things worse. So it's like, what do we do?
Well, we stop artificially raising the cost on things.
Yeah.
And
we lower the price on food.
We lower. Well,
so
that requires a lot of deregulation too.
Yeah.
The reason why things cost so much is because of regulation and globalization.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. The price of oil has never been lower.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
oil is super, super low.
Yeah. So
But
why
gas
are we
stations
paying
are charging the
$3 a
same
gallon?
price.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bullshit. They don't. It's partially because they don't want the president to win. TDS.
Yep.
Are actual sabotage. It's actual sabotage. Like I just found. Let me see if I can find the oil prices right now.
I think the masses are smarter than that though.
Yeah.
Because,
oh my god.
because-
What's it called? The Democrats have a 21% approval rating right now.
Well, I thought it was just people just basically saying they're communists, and then I did some research, and holy crap, it's true. They are literal communists.
Yeah, and they're brainwashed.
Yeah.
And they're it's the worst. It's the actual worst.
Yeah.
I don't get how they
have-
can defend any of their points.
We have legislation in Congress, a congressional act. It's the Anti-Communist Act or something like that. I'm thinking all of that is in clear violation of those regulations.
Yep. Are they gonna get caught for it? Of course not.
No, because
gonna
they're
get
so
prosecuted for it?
well
Of
they're
course
so
not.
well funded and insulated that it would be impossible to actually do that.
Yeah, and they're fighting so hard.
They
and
are.
They're reaching so hard, and they just look like morons. They've just made AOC the head of the party.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out for them. Honestly, I think it's just
They're-
gonna wind up destroying their party even more. To be honest, well, I mean,
Yeah.
they
The party's already 20% approval ratings.
they might as well just call themselves the Communist Party.
Yeah, no, they're not, because that's still on the nose.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
gotta have some semblance of
Well,
secrecy.
but you see how so many Democrats have actually they changed party affiliations.
Oh, a lot of them.
Yeah. And they're in
A
Trump's
lot of
cabinet
them.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
AOC,
like
not AOC. Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
RFK.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a lot of people after that speech
Oh yeah.
a while back.
Mm-hmm.
The congressional address.
Oh,
a
that
lot
was
of people switched sides for that.
That was a that was a wonderful mic drop moment.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, Hollywood couldn't recreate that if they wanted to. They would have to use that clip specifically if they were to ever recreate a moment. That moment. Yeah, that was
But
just
still, like,
that was gold.
Somehow they're like, oh, Trump's gonna ruin the economy. He's gonna ruin the world. He's gonna start World War III.
No, he's not.
No, they literally don't want him to succeed.
No, they don't.
They literally want him to fail.
But
they're trying to sabotage at every corner.
But we're
and
smarter
they're
than
becoming
that.
domestic terrorists.
Yeah,
of course we are.
We're smarter than that. We know better. You know, it's amazing how they go from liking electric cars like Teslas, and now that
to destroying
Elon,
them.
and they're destroying them and they're defacing them and they're putting,
firebombing them, and then they're going to prison for the rest of their lives because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you accomplish? First of all, he didn't lose money.
If their goal was to, obtain a criminal record, well, mission success.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Because those things have 7 cameras on them.
I know. Yeah, they got what is it called again? Something mode?
Sentry mode.
Surveillance. Sentry mode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get caught.
Yeah. And you have a criminal record now. All you did was you gave them another Tesla through insurance. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to prove your little point, just to throw your little bitch fit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you're in prison, probably for the next 10 to 20 years.
People were saying that some of those folks may actually suffer from some sort of disorder.
Oh my God!
And I'm not trying to like segue into like Trump derangement syndrome or anything like that. But yeah, they were saying that some of these folks they have some sort of disorder going on with them. Either that, or they are so wrongly influenced by whoever educated them or led them, or they just bought into this whole narrative that Trump and his administration are the bad guys, that they are an oligarchy and they're going to destroy America.
Yeah.
So what was the last 4 years?
Yeah. No.
Was that not complete and total destruction of border security, our streets, our jobs, our economy, I mean,
they destroyed our economy.
Yeah, the last 4 years was more destructive than
no, we can't fix the economy.
Yeah. The last 4 years were very destructive. Yeah. But yet, when you look at, the first 3 months of this current president, so much has been accomplished. They're securing the border. They've deported a lot of very dangerous people away or outside of the United States, so they cannot terrorize and kill or assault innocent women and children ever again.
Yeah, or even get on the airplane.
That's the thing that no one talks about.
Yeah, nobody's talking.
A lot of these people have murdered, raped, been pedophiles.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to just be okay with that.
No. Well, I mean...
There was the guy that burned the woman on the subway. Remember that?
Yes, I know. That's horrible. That's like... And what was she doing? She wasn't doing anything wrong. She was taking the subway. She was probably on her way to work, or she was probably on her way to the shop. Pick up some... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She wasn't doing anything wrong.
She burnt alive for it.
Yeah. And I don't know how anyone could just sit idly by and say, oh, wow, that sucks. But somebody literally burning alive, I mean... I can't imagine. That is a horrible fate. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's just so sad that happened to somebody. I mean, even sadder is the fact that, and I don't know if we'll get demonetized if I use the R word, but that's happened many times. These poor women and children.
Yep.
And yet they don't want these people to be deported. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, 100%.
Well, they're all where they need to be. They're locked up in an El Salvador prison, never to be released ever again.
Yep. Good. Good. Well, no, I think that guy got. I think somehow they let that guy go.
Oh,
I
jeez.
forgot what the heck happened. Something happened with him.
Well, I don't know, man. It just. Ugh. It's a lot to be disappointed about when it comes to, these things, I guess. I do feel bad for, the victims and their families. It's just, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Should have never happened, man. Just stuff that should have never freaking happened. But yet,
No, 100%.
it happened. All right. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. We took a dark turn there at the end.
Yeah.
Wow. It's not usual for us to, talk about that kind of stuff. But hey, sometimes, it's
Sometimes
good
you gotta
to
let it out.
Yeah, and you got to know the reality that is the real world. These are real things that are happening around us, and rather than ignore it, we need to acknowledge it, and we need to prepare ourselves, and we need to resolve these issues before we wind up destroying ourselves.
Yeah.
and subjecting more and more innocent people to horrible acts. But I think we're in the I think better times are coming.
Yeah.
It's just
100%.
going to take some time to get there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for commentary tonight. Who would like to
doing
tell
after
everybody who
party?
they are first?
We're doing after party.
Yeah, we can do an after party.
Cool. I'm Corrupted Redemption. Hello. Goodbye. See you in after parties.
All right. Thank you, Joe. We'll see you there, man. And Ezlo21, go ahead, buddy.
And then, of course, Ezlo21. I will be back on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be playing yet, but you can catch me over there, guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the after party there, James.
All right. See you, Ezlo. See you, Joe. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this live stream event of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We'll be back tomorrow night with another live stream of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate featuring online battles with viewers. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Super Live Gaming YouTube channel. Now, guys, if you enjoyed this live stream, do me a favor, hit that like button. Remember, the likes and comments you leave here help our channel grow. Also, friends, if you are new to our channel and if you're enjoying our content, please consider subscribing to us and hit that notification bell next to it so you can be notified when the next live stream is posted. Don't forget to follow us on all the different social media platforms, guys. Links to all those are in the description below. Now, guys, if you want to help out our channel, and if you're feeling generous, you can actually join our channel as a YouTube member by hitting that join button. Join today for only $1 a month. $1 a month will get you access to custom emojis that you can use in a live chat, as well as a loyalty badge next to your name that changes over time, and a green highlighted name that lets you stand out from everybody else in the live chat. So, guys, if you're interested, hit that join button today. It's only $1 a month. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with another live stream of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Again, that'll be 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Until then, you guys have a safe night, and we'll catch you all next time. Take care, friends.